Alright, we got the old Dakota here. We're going to be swapping out some seats today. I don't know if you guys saw in the last video, but we just put a new door on it and a couple other little odds and ends. So this whole center console's going. These seats are getting removed, and this seat belt doesn't work, so that's getting replaced, and then everything down here is getting replaced. So I already put a new one of these, and one of these in here, so all the LEDs now work. Everything works like it should. We need to replace that bulb back there, and detail guy is coming out today to just clean this thing up. We got to get everything out. This is our soccer mom vehicle, and everything needs to get cleaned up. The kids sitting here, and they are horrendous with cleanliness. So let's get him out here, start cleaning this stuff up, get these front seats removed, get this junk center console removed, because, well, let's just say that's awful. Throw that in the scrap. And we'll go through and get the rest of the stuff. Alright, starting to get there. Start getting stuff unbolted inside. Let's get this seat out. See if there's anything underneath of it plugged in. Shouldn't be. Oh, there is. What is that? Oh, there's something plugged in. Let's undo whatever that is. Oh, there's brake fluid under here. Alright. Get that out of here. There we go. That's one seat. Holy shit, these kids are filthy. What's it say? Libra? Ew. Alright, let's throw this one out too. Attack of the seats. This side's not so bad. Yay. So surprisingly, for almost, what, 3+ years of having this thing, it's not that bad. A lot of dog hair from when she was a puppy. But new pieces in, he's going to clean all of those while it's out. Seats over here, and I absolutely destroyed that center console coming out. Not that it matters, it was going right in the trash. And then this we're going to cut off to put one of those. I think, if I come over here to the seat, which we could have just slapped everything in, but why not spend the extra money to actually get it cleaned up nice? There might be, there is not. So we don't need any of that. Cool. So for the cigarette lighters, we get rid of all those and replace them with USBs. They're so much more convenient. None of this crap where you have to plug in an adapter. It's stupid. So this probably will get unplugged and just, actually, that will probably just leave it just in case we ever add one or put one somewhere else. But I need to pull this guy out, and we're going to put the airbag on-off for the passenger in there once I can figure out what I did with that. But other than that, it's ready to get cleaned, and then we'll put the new seats in. So we're swapping this little thing out for this, and even if it doesn't come with it from the factory, they usually give you a plug. So you just have to cut some electrical tape, and there's the plug. So gonna put that in. Look at that, nice fit. And then we can stop dealing with that stupid light flashing. Yeah, it's nice because I can just come over here and turn it off rather than having the stupid weight sensor. But we'll see if that bypasses it. But I'm gonna leave, if any of that stuff you need it out, you can just set it aside or throw it on a bench. But this is pretty much everything we need to throw the interior back together. And then this is going in the trash, and then we should, yeah, just be careful with that, it's a little dirty. Look at that. We don't use this thing anyway. Alright, we got some noise over here. Look at that. It's coming together, or apart. When you do the headliner, you want to pop this out? I'll throw a bulb in it. Yeah, I can. That's the only thing left. Once he gets this thing cleaned, I gotta get my window guy out here to swap this back window out. Compressor's still going, but that window right there. And then all the tint's getting redone because this tint it's starting to peel. And we're gonna do 5% all the way around and half the brow. Kind of like the Honda. Actually, I'll just show you. The truck has like 20%. This is 5, and then whatever this brow is, we're gonna redo this. So that's what's gonna be on that. You can still slightly see through it, but the truck has 1%. So she doesn't want it that dark. She doesn't even want 5%, but if I'm gonna pay the money for it, it's getting what I wanted on it. There's the before. There's the after. Looking good. All right, finishing up over here, doing an oil cooler, but I'm gonna plop these seats back in the old Dakota. A lot better. I don't need them perfect. I just need them better than they were. Obviously, there's things that I'm not paying extra to get stuff out, but if you pay extra, he can get this stuff out. But I'm just not doing that because I'm poor. I don't have any money. So yeah, these things are a lot better. These are from that other wrecked Dakota. So it's got a power driver's seat and it gets, you know, the nice little console in the middle. But man, does it look a lot nicer in here. Let's flip these seats up. Oh yeah, looks a lot better. I know the camera quality looks like ass, but it's fine. I promise you it looks good in person. But man, does it look better. Now I'm gonna have to wash my hands before I go home. Well, we got her all done. I gotta take this from that seat there because when we were putting it in, it was my fault. I grabbed it where I shouldn't have and I broke it. So there's a little clip under here that you can grab, and you have to grab it on both sides, and then you can put this, you can lean this. So I just put it where I think is the best. But man, this thing looks so much better. Now granted, it's not perfect. It didn't need to be perfect. It just, it was super filthy before. Like when I bought this thing, it was pretty spotless, but we've been using it for the years. And I mean, it's a lot nicer now than it was. And obviously it's gonna get used. I just wanted to start over, get these seats cleaned for my wife. We have this guy here. This was a little bent, but it's okay. It's better for Hazel. I'm gonna start filling the change thing up, so she has one of those now. And other than that, there's this wire down here for the cigarette lighter, which I'll leave that. I'm gonna add one eventually somewhere, but I use those things there, and then the passenger airbag thing. So like all that stuff's been replaced with the what do you call it, with the parts from the other truck. So, and like I said, these seats were never going to be perfectly spotless. Dude did as good a job as he could with what I had, and obviously I could pay extra to make everything perfect, but for what it is, I mean, this looks immaculate to me. I dropped something down there, that was my bad. But we also have this now, so I get to mess around with that. Now I'm gonna get myself set up where I need to. I don't want to get too filthy in here. I'm gonna try to there we go. Drop myself down. There we go. I like to ride as low and back as possible. I think that's perfect right there. And then rear view mirror adjust. And then we keep all our stuff in here, so I got to figure out where to put that folder. But it's nice having all this because you can raise the seat, you can lower the seat. I like to sit low. I don't think that's doing anything. I don't think that's doing anything at all. But I also got rid of the middle seatbelt because we're never going to use it. And what's nice, let's see if this works. Oh, it was the seatbelt itself. So this, for some reason, is not clipping. Looks like a piece is broken off that. Is there supposed to be a piece in there? So, just a couple more things that I want to do with this thing. I could not get this one off of the other one for the e-brake, and then I would like to mount this somewhere nice. Auxbeam sent me this a while back. So, I did not tell them to send me a blue one, so we're going to disable that feature. But I've had it on here so long and never had a problem. But we got the light bar in the back. The high beam special. You come up behind me with the high beams on, you get the beams. Every truck I have has one of them. I want to find a spot to put that that's nice. Maybe a factory location spot. I do not like drilling into stuff. So I'm gonna let that open so it can dry out. And a few more things. I gotta get these things pulled off because we are gonna be doing the in-channel ones, and I do have a spare door in case someone hits the other side, but in-channel is so much nicer looking than out-channel. And over here, I hate when people do shit like this and that. Like this right here is a nice little factory spot where I can put my lockup switch, stuff like that. I like everything to be in kind of like a factory looking location that's not drilled into the dash. So I got to find a spot for that. But that's a couple little things. Obviously upgrade the mirrors. I accidentally broke one, so we did not upgrade the mirrors. And then the tint and the back window. That's all we have left. And we're probably going to get a bed at some point because of this. But it just finally broke, and it's just time. So, yeah. That's pretty much going to do it for this video. And guys, stop asking about the Hemi swap. We are still doing the Hemi swap. This truck has not blown up yet. If you guys want to see a 4.7, let's see if I can get it to do it. Show me the miles. It's not going to show me the miles. This 4.7, this is original, 267,878. So once it blows up, then we will put a Hemi in it. Don't you guys fucking worry. So, and if you guys need a transmission or transfer case for a 06 Ram 1500, let me know, because we are not using the transmission. So we are definitely using the Hemi though. So let me know if anybody needs one, because I haven't even posted it for sale. It's been so long. So, but everything should bolt up and work like factory, and then we just need to tune for the Hemi. So I always forget to show you guys how gnarly sounding this thing is. It sounds gnarly. It's a good sounding truck. I'm gonna park this thing. I gotta get new ones of those. That's annoying, but she sounds good. Super healthy. Straight piped all the way up. Does have cats. Not nearly as loud as Josh's.